All right.
I tell you,
But
women have better reaction time on the light than men, you know. Them actually see, if you look on the light, they don't know them see it before it go green. Them see agua.
they have all the good stuff. Well, I see 100 persons so far on the live. So I guess persons are joining in. But
What you doing is a good thing, you know, Kedron. What you doing with Kenty and the whole, in this time of the whole corona, you know? People
yeah.
don't have nothing to do. So, as you say, keep us active.
Well, you know, before we even go into anything real deep, like in a deep conversation, I mean, I saw a couple persons who were doing live, DJs, all kind of celebrities and whatnot, and I was a bit kind of you know, was saying you don't want to do what everybody's doing, you know, but at the same time, you know, a few persons were reaching out to me and said, Kedron, you know, why not just do some live, you know, nightly lives, build a vibe while we're on the off season, you know, due to the
I agree with
corona.
that, man. I agree with that. And keep the vibes up, you know what I'm saying? Take our mind off this whole corona and, you know, the depression that comes with it. So, as you can see, one big family. At the end of the day, we might have our differences, whether brand's preference or when we're out there, we actually warring with each other on the track. But at the end of the day, we're one big family, you know. One big family.
One family,
Yeah.
one family, bro. One family. Well, seeing that persons are joining in now, you know, make we kind of go straight into it. Roland, who is Roland Crawford?
Well, you know, I'm a simple person. At the end of the day, a lot of people know me because of the Skyline and the Genesis, but we've been racing for quite some time. Most of us who are senior in this racing fraternity would have come from the Wheels Jamaica days. So those who were part of the whole Wheels Jamaica fraternity, like myself, would definitely come from the Wheels Jamaica era. And even with what Kenty is doing now, hats off to Kenty with everything he's doing. But definitely the core race of them, we know what it's like from Wheels Jamaica, and we're bringing it right over to 876 Street, right into Jam West. So yeah, I'm the core race of them. I have a Skyline, I have a Genesis. In fact, I have two Skyline, one R32, one R33, but problem is that we had challenges, you know, with the RB motor staying alive in Jamaica. I don't know what with Jamaica and RB because whenever we get a RB to run good, it just don't stay together. So we made the decision to move over to 2J. And since moving over to 2J, it's been good for us. The car best time was 9-1. That was, we won the 9-second class at Vernon Field on the debut of the car, and subsequent to that, we tried to get the car faster, but by that time, Jamwest was Vernon closed down, so the only alternative was Jamwest, and we realized that Jamwest now was just the track was just fighting us. So we were actually running much slower time at Jamwest compared to what we were running at Vernon Field, and went back to the drawing board, and we'll find a path now how to get the car to run properly at Jamwest. The Hyundai, you know, we have the world fastest Hyundai, built by Damage Team Extreme, tuned by Puffy. Both cars, in fact, built by Damage Team Extreme. End of the day, both cars, the Genesis is the fastest right now. The world's fastest at 10.2. I think 10.2 or 10.3. One of them timed it off. But that car is hard to get fast. It's a very heavy car. It weigh almost 4 ton, 4,000 pound, like 3,800 pound that car weigh. And it's a street car running AC just the same. Just slap on some tire on it and you drive. And a lot of people see power glide, you know, and they don't realize that power glide is actually a street transmission from back in the 60s and the 50s. So power glide is not really a race transmission, you know. It's a transmission that Chevy developed that people used to use in the 60s and the 70s in a muscle car. And we realized that instead of this whole braking clutch and mash up gearbox like what Kenty experienced, you know, $6,000 worth of gears, we just spend one money and build a power glide. And that's it. So it's a transmission that has been around from in the 60s and the 50s. And we've been using it. As you know, Chevy make the best transmission, Ford make the best rear end, and 2J is the best engine for race, don't get me wrong. So we couldn't avoid that whole setup at the end of the day. We just had to go with it.
Got you. Now, for the Genesis, let us talk power for a bit. What's the most power you've made with the Genesis and the Skyline and the red?
All right, the Genesis. I think the Genesis made 828 at the wheels, and the Skyline made 900, close to 1,000. But what was amazing was the Skyline on the dyno. When we hit it on the dyno, we made 988 horsepower with almost 900 foot-pound of torque, which the torque is it's not even the horsepower, you know, John, it's the torque. Because the torque actually it takes torque to move the car, right? And when you have that vast amount of torque trying to lay down on the track, it becomes unruly.
Not you. Especially in a rear-wheel drive setup.
Yeah, man, the rear-wheel drive, as I say, when you think about it, you know, now let's say this to the underman now. When you grow up, which one faster, a tricycle or a bicycle? And a lot of people may actually ask them, Kenty, which one faster, a tricycle or a bicycle? So we don't know. Let's see what happens, right?
Yeah. Well, all right. You're racing two rear-wheel drive cars, right? Any plans in the future to say race a all-wheel drive, like maybe a Evo or a front-wheel drive?
Actually, I have an all-wheel drive Skyline in the US now. Built by Damage. That car made close to 1,200 horsepower. Running the RB30, and it haven't reached the full potential yet. We haven't even reached that car yet. And that car is running an all stock AC dry sump. It's a full race car for this. Everything that is in a 6-second or a 7-second car is in that car, from mechanical fuel pump to dry sump to the whole management and everything. But it is still a street car licensed to go on the road. And one day I plan to bring that car to Jamaica. I'm not enjoying that car in Florida. So I think I'm going to bring that car over to Jamaica.
Good. Well, that would, I know the car scene, the local car scene would definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to bring that car in. Yeah, man, that car I think would be perfect for Jamwest track. And don't get me wrong, the Skyline and the Genesis is nice, but sometimes would I love to have a street car just to have street creds behind it, you know? Because at the end of the day, yes, you have a race car, but street creds count just the same.
Yeah. Well, which brings me to my next question. I what do you think about Hondas? I mean, Hondas seem to be one of them cars that where you just blow on it and it get fast, right?
Kejan,
What's your thing?
you see, Honda now, a lot of people don't realize what's happening. Honda is the fastest developing car right now in terms of the market that is there. What you buy today, if you buy a setup, they like Kenty was telling you that he bought a setup for $15,000. The cost to go in the Honda, you realize that the Honda man must spend more money than any Nissan and Toyota man and Mitsubishi man right now.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Right? And at the end of the day, you can actually go in a supermarket right now and pick up parts for your Honda, right? Now, not only are they developing Honda so rapidly, it's a good motor, don't get me wrong. Excellent motor, make power good. I used to have a Honda back then, right? I love it just the same. But at the end of the day, it's overrated, right? It's overrated. But we can't even say it's overrated again because the man them are run them times. And the times them are sure right now. So yes, they're at top of the game. Them definitely at top of the game. And with Kenty putting together Jamwest track, we can definitely see the Hondas them getting faster. We have Little Tia come out with Femon. We have Errol developed that all-wheel. We're gonna see a lot of all-wheel drive Hondas in Jamaica. Yes, a lot of all-wheel drive. I wouldn't even say Civic because you have my guy there come with them CRX in an all-wheel drive too. So we have a lot of all-wheel drive Hondas coming out this year in Jamaica and next year also. And it's a big threat. Are we the rear-wheel drive guys who say, yo, we're big, bad, and bossy and stuff? No, they are a threat to us. So we have to get our games together, you know?
Got you. So, do you have any intentions of maybe in the future developing a Honda?
You know, so I have a CRX. A lot of people don't realize I have a CRX I'm buying now. And
out here or
yeah, man, I have a CRX. No, man, in Jamaica, man, I have a CRX and I have a K series engine, you know. I'm saying, you know, they gonna put the K in the CRX, but you know what happened now? I just left it alone, and I tell you something, I pull on the car and left the car when I back at the garage. But honestly, Honda, I don't like driving front wheel drive car. I mean, I like how it feels. This whole torque steer, it's not for me. You understand? Anytime I drive a front wheel drive car, I just don't like how it feels. It feels like torque steer, just a pull you one side every time you catch a gear and I pull you on the next side. It don't have a neutral feeling. For the persons who like front wheel drive car, that's fine. But for me, that like rear wheel drive car, all wheel drive car, we can't deal with the torque steer them from the Honda. All right?
Okay. Understood. Understood. Well, in that case, right, wouldn't an all-wheel drive setup solve that issue? I mean,
from the truck. Yeah, but I'm saying, well, at the end of the day, if everybody got under, then who else is there to be different? You understand? I mean, when we come up with the Genesis was developed to be different. And you have to be different in it. Everybody cannot do the same. If everybody ever develop under, what's the fun in the sport? You know? You want to see variety out here. That's why I love the guy. I love seeing the youth there with the Focus, the Ford Escort. You understand? Yeah, I like see that the car there. You know, I like see the old school Beamer where it come out sometime and come run. I want a different car out there. You know, people have their own preference. There's always going to be brand preference, but people like to see things that are different at the end of the day.
Well, that's true. That variety is good.
Yes, man.
You know, but what I believe though is racers with the development that's behind Honda right now. You know, as I say, a man can walk in a supermarket and buy parts.
Yeah. But I'll say that, you can remember saying, when the man must sell the Honda setup them and the package, you know, the man must sell map at the same time, you know. And that's where you have to realize that they're always one step ahead of us. When you have to write your own map and develop your car at the track, the man you buy an engine and buy a motor can get a map with it. Right? So automatically, them way ahead of us right now.
So let me ask you this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say a man who buy a setup then, he buy a 9-second setup out of Civic in the States, bring a Jamaica, right? And him spend X amount of dollars, right? Do you think that in your R&D process, because you're still doing research and development, trying to get the genesis faster, right?
Mm-hmm.
In terms of budget now, we're talking, money. Wouldn't you say that the man who just buy a setup would have spent less? It's
In
like cheap
essence, yes,
speed.
because R&D, if every time I go got the truck and I forgot to pay a tow truck and everything and all them thing then right over traction control, especially you see that traction control setup for the under them and them stuff there.
Yeah.
Then not have to spend the time develop the whole traction, the research that what we have to be facing. You know? The unders they make them spend a one-time money or them spend a big money and then get it right. And that's why you're gonna see them getting fast. And they're gonna get fast rapidly.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I've heard you said before, Roland, that the truck cannot handle your power.
We all know that. I tell you something the other day, right? 10-second class, right?
Yeah.
The car run 250 shot of nitrous. Or 250 shot of nitrous it run. And I'm talking about from a burnout on stage, with up on 250 shot of nitrous. On the line. Nitrous just dumping in the engine, right? Now, when I released that car, we had to turn off the nitrous immediately after releasing the car, or a little bit down the line, in order to get the car to run. We turned the car down. That car would have tuned, let's say, upon 38 pound of boost, 1,000 horsepower. We turned it down to like 22 pound of boost to get the car to run. So therefore, when you look at it now, I'm actually turning off the nitrous and I turn down the boost to get the car to run faster. And even while doing that, I have to step on the brake to make the car, remember, bracket race and run. So it's not like you have to stay within the class or else you just gone home. So therefore, when you look at it, we have to turn off a lot of them. What drive the power? I remember the power glide need nitrous. The power glide is like beer, right? Nitrous is torque, nitrous is not horsepower. So therefore, when you look at it, we need the nitrous to keep the car. If you listen to the car going through the quarter mile, you hear the car almost like it's hunting, right? And that's because so the engine will try to go forward or go RPM up, and so the power glide start to pull back down the RPM. The converter, the 10-inch converter that is in there. So therefore, we have to, now we design puffy and damage, them are the core behind the car. I'm just a driver. We are trying to develop a routine now, how we're going to move on next meet in terms of delivering more power. Because if I wanted to run the 9th last meet, I asked the team what they wanted, a trophy or they want time. People them say, people will remember winners. Winners are published in the Observer, winners are published in the Gleaner. Winners get media coverage. Nobody really remember a time slip. Only we racers will remember a time slip. But at the end of the day, the trophy is nice to have, and getting publicity is also good out there. So therefore, it's a two-way. Like Kenty, we say, he's a time slip man. But after talking to Puffy said, Roland, we're going to turn the power down and you're going to go for the trophy. We never really expect me and Jans would have booked it up in the finals, But at the end of the day, that was a team, Puffworks, Team Extreme finals, right? And we expect many more of that to come this year, because at the end of the day, Jans are over in the 9s, I want to go over in the 9s. We have Omar, who we have a buck up in the 9s right now, so Omar have something coming towards him.
You mean the 9-second King Omar?
Yes, man, 9-second King Omar, man.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, say, me don't want to cause no trouble upon the life.
Yeah, man, call it, man. You know what? But here we go on with Omar. I rate Omar for him though. With the chat to him have, hats off to him. Engine when they run, hats off to him. Him correct me in some of my driving style then because he can drive. Omar can drive. Right?
Yeah.
And definitely rate him, but at the end of the day, I said to him last year, say, yo, we need to bring back the car, come and move deep down in the nines because nines not safe no more. So therefore, when they're in a nines, not like in the 9-1 or a 9-0, we are zero up the class them. So therefore, at the end of the day, he have to get faster. Now, I'm seeing on Maz works, that's after him. Me try that already for say, yo, go foreign, go build an engine. Yeah, you can build an engine a foreign. You get more clearance and tolerance and whatever them build into specs, right? But at the end of the day, person down there in Jamaica can build the engine just the same. And I work with damage. I built a 2JZ in the US. And that 2JZ get hurt. All engine can get hurt. I could have Jesus Christ build it. Then every engine can get hurt. So not because you see somebody with a Mazworth engine means he might come with deliver, he might come whop up everybody. You understand what I say? That is build my engine, perfect unit, and we build even more power than buying an engine from the US car to Jamaica.
Wow.
Yeah, as I say, somebody ask for them drop off of the ship. If you look on every car that come down to Jamaica, you know, they ask for them, they say, oh, let's drop out of sea, you know. Some asks them drop off. So, make us what happen when the car come.
Oh boy. All right. Now, you know, question.
Yeah.
And this is just if, right? Now, what say when Omar returns, he is just for argument's sake. Do you have any intentions of going into eights, or you just want to get dialed in to say just control the 9-second class? Well,
you know, right now as I talk to the team, I'm telling you, people like winners at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
So I'm in it to win at the end of the day, right? So therefore, I don't want to jump a class, more understand the class, understand the care in the class. I've run numerous 10-second time. We have like unlimited 10 seconds, but going into the 10, I've gone between 10-1, 10-0, 10-2, stuff like I want to understand the 9-second class. You understand? It's not just to jump down into the class and you can't do it again.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you have to know what it takes to run the time, right? And that is what makes the difference. You have to understand the class, understand your care, and know what it takes. Now, Omar know the 9-second. I mean, now go take that from him. Omar know what it takes to run 9-second. And that is what we need to try to learn from, right? Kenty know what it takes to run 9-second, right? And at the end of the day, it might develop. If you look on Buju now, Buju might run at 8, but Buju run at 8 one time. Buju don't know what it's like to run 8 seconds or get the car dial into 8 seconds. You follow me, I say? So therefore, you want to gradually progress. It's not about just running a time. It's about understanding the car and making the car work to the full potential.
Yeah. Well, last year, 2019, right? Well, all right. So me say Omar just make a comment a while ago. Omar, let me know which night you're available, Omar, so we can go live because people need to know what time it is, what's going on. But yeah, Roland, last year, 2019, I would say, would you say that was a rough year for you because I can recall you had some issues?
Yeah, man. Let me tell you one of the big issues that we had with 2019, right? We tried a setup that worked for Vernon Field, and we're beating like a dead horse. A setup where the car we couldn't control the power out of the hole. No matter how much we turn on the boost, it was something related to the torque converter. Like the way we were hitting the car and trying to get the car to run, it just wouldn't run none at all. So subsequent to that, we just say change the torque converter, make an adjustment to it, and go back to the torque converter that we originally started with from day one, and we realize, say, yo, it worked.
Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
So the truck it was a matter of preparing for Jamway's truck.
Yeah, man, in every truck that you go, that's why when you look on them, when the man they go race, you know, the man that they race from Wednesday. I mean, race is Sunday, you know. Eliminations is Sunday. But the man they race from Wednesday to understand and dial in the truck, dial in the car to the truck. And me tell you something. Me see, this is Squaddy go up on the line and launch him car and him exhaust manifold beat some hole on the ground and create a crater. Down at Jamway. You understand what I say? So therefore, the track in Jamway itself is dynamic. I love it because why? It allows you as a car builder and a driver to be just as dynamic in how you build your car, right?
Yeah.
No 2 days you go back at Jamway. You could have got this event and you got another 2 months from now. The track start behave differently. The last event, no matter what I do, I always have good luck in the right lane. Even with the dip being there, right lane, right lane, right lane. You know, sir, at the left lane, give me the time, last event. I mean, someone running in the left lane.
Yeah.
Don't run in the left lane. But at the end of the day, the left lane give me the chance to win the event. And Kenty, hats off to your boss. You line up in the left lane, superb. Excellent lineup you deal with in the left lane. Right? But at the end of the day, the track is changing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, John?
Well, yeah, man, I'm here.
Yeah, man. So at the end of the day, when you look at how the track behave, we just have to adjust the car and work with it. It's the only thing we have. And Kenty, you do the best time job, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, for the right lane, is there any reason why you prefer the right lane?
Me are you low? Me are you low?
I'm not sure, no. You hear me?
Yeah, me I hear you. Go on.
Yeah, man. I was saying, is there any specific reason as to why you prefer the right lane opposed to the left lane?
I find that the right lane have more tire night out the hole. You get better 60 foot in the right lane. You know, so doc, 1, 2. Look where I'm pulling 60 foot them.
And what's your best 60 foot to date?
I think it's a 141. 141. We're not hitting the car hard out the hole because if we hit it too hard, it starts brake traction. I think I need to revise the suspension from the car, but for now I work with it.
Got you. Last year, right? All right, your team. I know that when persons work with somebody over a period of time, them kind of like a chemistry, chemistry deal, right? Do you have would you say that your team is with the support that they're giving you, you'll be able to, before the year ends, go deep into nines?
Yes, man. I have the backing from Damage and Puffy fully. They understand me and know that they're working with me and to understand the whole, as you said, the chemistry between me and them. Puffy and I, right. Because it takes time. It's one thing when you drive, you know, but you have to communicate with your tuner at the end of the day. You have to tell your tuner where you have what the car is doing. Because if I read the data at the end of the day, and the data I say one thing and you I say one thing, tuner I say, yo, why you lift up your foot? You I say, yo, me have to lift up my foot because the wall there so or stuff like that. So at the end of the day, is for you and your tuner to be in sync. Right now, me and Puffy understand each other. We're always at war before.
Yeah.
Because it's like them try force a particular driving style down your throat, right? Or try force a driving style. What am I say? You need to do this. You need to do this. But at the end of the day, are you the on the driving seat and you know where I feel?
Well, let me ask you this, Roland. In the past, we would see you on the sidelines and damage at the control, going down the
Mm-hmm.
quarter. And I
Mm-hmm.
realize that you've made a transition now from sidelines to the track.
Yeah,
No,
Damage used to drive the Skyline before. That time I drive the Genesis. And
right.
it's hard when you drive the two car them one time. That's why I had to have the Doc. Doc driving the two car them back to back in the same class. Definitely. But I took the decision late last year to go in the Skyline and understand the car. I haven't gone three session in the three Jamwest in the Skyline yet. So therefore, we're still getting seat time in the car.
Okay. Will we? Because I realize that the Genesis have been missing in action for a while. Will we see
Yeah,
the
man, the
return of
Genesis
it?
kind of definitely it's up and running, but I'm focusing on the Skyline right now.
Okay. Okay. I remember some time ago you were saying that you will be driving the Skyline and wifey will be driving the Genesis.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
plan. I want to put Emily in the Genesis and get her to understand the car and push the Genesis.
got you. And I mean, not because we know the potential of the car, and of course we'd want her to do well. But which class would you think that you'd want her to, be comfortable in, um, with the Genesis whenever that time comes?
What I like about the Genesis is the mile an hour. The thing is that if you understand how Power Glide work, Power Glide don't come with a lot of mile an hour. The mile an hour is very low. So it's not the mile an hour that really scary, is getting the car to go straight. So therefore I can see her being competitive definitely in the 11s or the 10-second class with the Genesis. Um,
Well,
I can
well,
see that.
I tell you
Because
something.
at the end of the day, remember, so the Genesis doing tens at 98 mile an hour. It doing tens at 102 mile an hour, 120 mile an hour. The mile an hour is very low.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Well, I just see
I
somebody
remember
put.
all the time when I talk to the man, I say, oh, my dial in the car, them is over the 1.8. And I'm still dialing the car through the 1.8. And I'm not understand why I keep saying that. It's a 1.8. Right now, I'm at a 6. I think I'm at a 6.5 or a 6.4 in the 1.8. And my objective next event is to get like a 5.8 or a 5.9 in the 1.8.
Well, straight down the nines are gone with a 1.8 like that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mm.
The first never say the skyline go like 148 where I'm driving it, where 148 mile an hour was when I run the 10-0. Because at the end of the day, the car, even though we turn the power down, I'm able to hold my foot down more. And by holding down the foot more, that's when you get mile an hour.
Oh, right. So you're not easing out the throttle to try to correct it
Correct.
and all that. Mm.
Correct.
Sounds
So
good.
but
Sounds good.
under now, them have mile an hour. Because if you run back the race, if you run the race with me and Doc, you realize that all of the race, them, me, Doc, me and Jans, all of them get left out of the wall. All of them. And
Yeah.
that's the advantage of the glide at the end of the day.
Mm.
So even them a come with the all-wheel drive Civic and the all-wheel drive this and the all-wheel drive that, them a go pop things that try to leave with me out of the wall. Or I try to leave with Doc, with the Supra out of the wall.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. um. One of the comments somebody asked a question a while ago. But it gone up. But for persons who want to ask any question, we have roughly about 20 minutes left. So you can go ahead and start to put up some of your questions. But yeah, Roland, I can remember, well, one of the questions what I would normally ask on an interview is who is your biggest rival, right? Seeing as we're not doing that sort of interview right now and we're on the live, me still have to ask, who would you
Well,
say?
it's not about the biggest rival, you know. You know what? No, for you to get faster, you need a certain persons to motivate you, right? And
Yeah.
I always look for, oh, squaddy. When squaddy are doing time, you know, you realize that squaddy time is always done when him a race against somebody who's faster than him, right? So therefore, I realize that I have to take everybody as my rival at the end of the day right now. So anybody who Omar, Kenty, Doc, Johns, all of them, definitely looking out for them. Right on the line, look, because when you're racing by yourself, it kind of boring. But if you're really
Yeah.
running against somebody, you tend to do your best.
Well, well, I mean,
Lizard, you're what now with Lizard? And somebody asked me in a question a while ago about Lizard. You see, Lizard, Lizard is an engine builder. Lizard is not a driver, right? A long time I see Lizard behind a wheel. Anytime Lizard say I send out a car come for Roland, or somebody come drive it, right? So therefore, Lizard right now can't talk to me because he not have a time slip to compete with me at the end of the day. And I can say that. So therefore, whatever shit list and whatever him want to have, him not have nothing to back up him statement right now. Because him do have a time slip to compete with my time slip at the end of the day. So when him serious about run time, him need to come in at the driver's seat and come run in car. Don't send out Corey to come drive your car for you. You come drive your car. All right?
Yo, well, I see Lizard in the comments, you know. I see Lizard in the comments, you know. So, well, you know, Mr. Cohen, or the Cohen, sir, feel free to respond.
No, man, when you look on it now, because him can talk, you know, but at the end of the day, if him not drive, everybody can talk from the sideline, you know, but him not drive out there. He need to drive.
All right. So
Ask him when last him drive. Lizard in the retirement for about 9 years now. 9, 10 years.
Away after one. Away after one. Well, watch this now. Your personal best so far is
a 10-0. 10-0.
Right.
Personal best.
Right. Which means you now have the moral authority to call out anybody who so choose within that 10 seconds or even 9 seconds.
I've run numerous 10 seconds over and over and over again. And it's not about people that say Roland can't drive or Roland this or Roland that. It's not about that. At the end of the day, I run my race. At the end of the day, I run my game. I know what I look for.
Straight. Well, when
Lizard dead with NDRC, you know. Tell him I Kenty racing this now.
So yes, Lizard need a time slip.
Lizard him not have a Kenty time slip, him not have a Jam West time slip.
Lord of mercy.
No, yeah, at the same thing, you know. I want to know if speed stop a Vernon because some bad car out there just now come a Jam West and them afraid of the wall.
Yeah.
Only if a bad car out there, you know. But then now come out. Because I realize that what work at Vernon sometime will not work at Jam West. And them have to come back and develop them car again. 1 lane at Jam West, 2 lane at Jam West, and 1 lane at Vernon Field. So you can slide that the car there and go sideways right through the line with it.
Yes.
Right? So therefore, if a man afraid of the wall, enough of the man them talk and say, oh, I'm not race and Jam West too far and this and that. It's not about Jam West too far. The man them afraid of the wall.
Straight. Well, I tell you something. You know, the faster you go, the faster you go, not only that you are afraid of breaking parts, but also safety become a bigger factor, a bigger, you know. And with the track condition we have now at Jamaica, you know, I've heard racers saying why, you know, the runoff need to be extended or.
Well, everything what them asked for has been done. The runoff has been done. Bujo stop and him do eights. The rail come down there and stop. Just the same. In any certified track where you go, there is a wall. Right? Fans out there, fans want to see you. But guess what? Someone live on some record, some dinosaur record them live on. You understand? So therefore, at the end of the day, that's a whole dinosaur them, you know?
But I mean, I'm not sure if I would have said dinosaur. I mean, I have to give props to the man, you know, Zane who set it. Zane.
Yeah, man. Have to. Choco, Dean Shaw, Williams, hats off and props to them. You understand? They've been there, them set the game, all the above.
But I tell you something though, you mentioned Williams a while ago, but Williams, I believe Williams is coming back in the game.
Yeah, I see Williams, and I hope him come to Jam West. I really hope him come to Jam West and not just building the car, waiting for Vernon Field. You understand?
Definitely.
People want to see the car them, fans want to see the car them. Other racers out there want to challenge some other cars out there.
True. I think I need to do a live with Damage, you know. Right? Because
Damage coming back with a very fast car. Well, as you know, we kind of realized that with Jam West, the automatic them give a little more advantage, right? At Jam West. So hats off to Team Automatic, you know, me, Damage, yeah, Puffy coming with his 5E automatic also. That will be very fast. When them get it right, that front wheel drive going to be running. Really good.
Yeah. Seeing that you're in the States, let's just take a little transition from Jamaica to the States. Do you have any plans of participating in like what do you call it now? World Cup finals or
Boy, hey, I'll tell us something, you know, with some budget. I have a team that really close with, but them on the budget when it comes to racing over here, no normal, you understand? We go through one engine and ball criteria. When them man they go race, them go race without two JZ completely built, 2 transmission, spare diff, spare this. The budget them the normal at the end of the day. So I'm going to race in a little country, you know?
Straight. I'm going to put Jamaica on the map because, you know, we are doing, people don't understand enough that the reason why, all right, some time ago, last year, we saw some guys in the States where they sent out a few videos saying, boy, they would come down to Jamaica and what they would have done and all of that. But what you have to remember, people don't stone empty mango trees.
Yeah. I tell you something. When you come, you look on Lance. Lance say, yo, running. Lance who's a big tuner. Lance say, yo, Jamaica, running pan Jam West is like a death trap. So it's like him now support the car we run a Jam West, in my opinion. Right?
Yeah.
So therefore, that's why I find that him just like Jam West at the end of the day. Him don't like the surface, him don't like the track. But it's what we have, and we have to work with it.
True. I mean, what's his name? Damon Chin, and Mackenzie. Damon Mackenzie. Couple years ago when they brought the VW and the Selector to Jam West.
Yeah.
And you know, Damon had a little incident.
Yeah, man, with the wall, man.
Yeah,
And
and
that's yeah, man, you're on the wall.
yeah,
I tell
I
you
would
something,
have
you know, the
really
front
loved.
wheel drive doesn't really experience that closeness to the wall like the rear wheel drive and some all wheel drive, you know, because if you look on Swiftly close to the wall, just the same, you know, you might take out cone instead though. But at the end of the day, the wall are nice.
Yeah, but then code them for real.
So,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah. You man, better swiftly go and take out the code then.
yeah, I look forward to Swift returning though. Swift definitely looking forward to him.
Yeah, I think we should have get Swift on the live as well, you know, here in
Yeah, man.
final story, you know. But you know, as a Jamaican myself now, I'd really love to see drag racing, well, motorsport in general, just really growing, you know, taking it to the next level. You know, some persons don't understand that 876 is a business for me. This is my full-time business, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if motorsports in Jamaica isn't making any sense, then I would just pack up 876 streets and find another business.
Yeah.
Right? So with that said, as I said, I would love to see racing in Jamaica going to another level. We have even Ferrous last year was sending out some threats. Say, well, they would want to come to Jamaica and split some wings and all of that. And it's good to see
That's something talking
international.
about that. There's a car that I admire. He and I have the same chassis at the end of the day. Jody. Jody.
Yeah, Jervis from Cayman.
Yeah, man, from Cayman. I would love for that car because there's so much I can learn from that car to better develop
Yeah,
my car also, right?
yeah,
Because at the end of the day, you have to learn from each other, right?
yeah,
Hats off to Jody in terms of what he did. Jody and I were fighting with the RB engine just the same in our car. And we both went over to 2JZ, right? Um, End of the day, we move over to 2JZ, and it's a more reliable engine than the RB in terms of reliability and support because the US market support the 2JZ fully. Some of the baddest 2JZ, where you say worldwide, they're built here in Florida. Titan Motorsport built a lot of them. Chris Gore, a lot of them, Larry have an engine build up in West Palm. A lot of the fast 2JZ that you see, E-Canoe 2JZ, they're
yeah.
all built in Florida, right?
Oh,
So therefore, it would just make sense that I live in Florida would be able to get this engine because it's easier to support. So it's not that I wanted to run away from the RB. I was making good power with my RB, but it just wouldn't equal to time and the reliability wasn't there. It would just be breaking. I was at 720 with my RB back then. And
yeah.
who was at RB too? Asafa was at RB also with his skyline. Bolt had his skyline also. So at the end of the day, we had this whole RB thing, but the engine just now live. Hard to live.
Yeah. And we're chasing times. We're not
All
trying
right?
to
No,
break the bank to prove anything, you
eh?
know, a time one.
Yeah. So therefore, we
Yeah.
want reliability at the end of the day. As Doc say, you want to keep the engine together. So we realize that the JZ come with more beefy components. So definitely, yo, man. But RB is my heart, though. I have an RB over here. I'm going to love it to death. A RB 30. And that they carry the alone to go down in the alone is a money pit and a show of money night. I'm not
Yeah.
eat up.
Yeah. Would you sell it though?
I'm not sell that the carry, man.
Trouble. All right. But you know, we have we have less than 10 minutes left. So let's take some questions. Anybody who have any questions before the end of this live? And in the meantime, we will be uploading this live to our YouTube channel. So if you know anybody who wanted to join the live tonight and couldn't make it,
then you can tell them to check it out. Roland, what do you...
Jamwes, I like how that the guy in Lifestyle posed a good question a while ago. The surface, it would be good if we could get a new surface done at Jamwes. And I would appreciate if them work closely with Kenty, and Kenty could get persons who have experience with Orlando Speedway to help him to come down there. But definitely a new surface at Jamwes would help us out a lot.
Okay. All right.
Who do I have in the team? Repeat?
Yeah, who do you have in your team? Well,
the team right now consists of Team Elite, I have a big up Street Syndicate in Linstead, Team VX, we have a big up Team Extreme, Puffworks. That's my team right now. We don't really have no sponsor. As you know, I'm a businessman. So therefore, we have the pharmacy, we have the garage in Jamaica, and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, I just saw Emily in the background there. Big up Emily. All right, let me see now. Trump, any other questions, Peeps, that could make use of the next couple minutes?
I'll tell you something, you know, also with this corona issue here that we're seeing, because as you know, as a pharmacy owner, most of our patients are 65 and older that we support. And all of them, most of them Jamaican, Haitian, Trinidadian, it's basically an island pharmacy. So therefore, we have to be careful for family members that do have persons who are 65 and older. We have to be so careful of those persons right now to protect them, you know, protect them as much as we can, because while the younger persons will recover easily, persons who are 65 and older won't recover as fast on the corona virus.
Mm-hmm. You know, and we've seen the death rate in America, you know, kind of just really going hard, you know.
I'll tell you something, Kedran, you know what's my #1 selling right now for men, 65 and older? Yeah. Viagra, you know. I'll tell you something. The man, them no want to see them diabetes pill, them no want no insulin. The moment we go for deliver medication, the Cialis or the Viagra them ask about. And the doctor them are sending the prescription at the end of the day, and them not care. Just Cialis and Viagra, and them money are 65 plus.
But at that rate, you know, I probably heart attack catch them first before corona.
So therefore, you knock on them door for giving them medicine, and you have to push the bag of Viagra through before them even take the insulin.
You know, the money off your protect themselves in them time, man.
Yo, we got deliver medicine to a man, the man about 65, you know, and girl about 24 or 25. She not more than 25. Yo, the man I say, yo, where the Cialis there? If you not carry the Cialis from him, turn back with the diabetes pill, turn back with the insulin, turn back with the blood pressure pill.
Oh, I tell you, serious times we live in New York. Serious times.
Yeah, man. So they might have fun. We have to look out for a person 65 and older, though. And as Doc said, just stand on your yard, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, as your race car came just tuning in, saying something about R&B. Yeah, race car came way upon, bro. Well, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, man, Kevin had developed some bad RB, man. You know Kevin already is a RB. Yo, may I tell Kevin, say, any day, you know, man, may I tell him, straight RB. RB. But you don't know. Yeah. Kevin, hats off to 2J.
I know, if you cut race car, Kevin, no. I saw so RB, just a float sort of.
Yeah, man, RB, I drop out time, man.
You know, but I mean, I love the fact that you don't have everybody liking one particular brand, you know, or one particular business. You know, you have the Jay-Z guys.
I have all three now. Kedron, I have a 2J, I have a RB, and I have a 4G63. And it's all good engine. Don't get me wrong, all of them. It's just that the 2J is more supported.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, we're gonna talk about a little engine now when I really mention in a them discussion. That about the little 1500 and the little 1300 them install it, the 4E,
Yeah,
the
man.
5E.
Yo, 5E. 5E. Johns with the 5E. Yo, Puffy.
Yeah.
Puffy send them under the back to the drawing board right now, man. All of them under the front wheel drive, I get sent back to the drawing board.
Yeah. And
That the little 5E, they come kill all of them.
Yeah, because we see Jardine in the factory. Jardine, we see Specs. Specs isn't far either, right? Who else now with a 4E? Well, I can't remember those. Oh, Haile Selassie, 19 PSI Kenty say.
Yeah, man. Puff works. Puffy find the formula with the 5E. And find it.
Yeah, that's
just like damage of the formula with the 4G63. Yeah, man. Find the formula.
Yeah, man. And as I say, it will only make the sport more competitive.
I'm gonna say everybody can't go under. Everybody cannot go under. If everybody go under, it'll kill the sport at the end of the day. So you have to have certain people who are different.
Well, put it this way, Roland. Personally, I don't think it would kill the sport, because if you have guys developing, like, all right, say appear underman there in Jamaica, and everybody has developed. Everybody do development, right? Now, say, me now gonna make you beat me with your K series. Me, I'm gonna have the better K series, right?
But
so, at the end of the day, you're gonna have.
I understand what you're saying now. But remember, somebody lie this set of people where you buck up and under people, let me know. Right? The liar this set of, yo, the man them say, yo, all motor. Alright? Man them say, no buckle. Alright? Now them reach nitromethane. Them lie, man. Lie bad.
So people that Jamaica run nitromethane?
Good question. Call name.
I don't know why you call name.
Kenty, talk to him. Nitromethane.
Trouble.
Definitely young one there, but I remember one time Vin Diesel, he said a word, only what? Run nitromethane.
All right. I remember it, but I remember the quote. Yo.
So, Kenty, talk to anybody on nitromethane. Bali, what go on?
When you say you're not calling me, you just yell up some people.
That's why I want to interview Mr. Marsh, Make him talk about the fuel, because I'm say my chemist, And if some other nitromethane can work for me, I want to know.
Well, as Jamie said, one of the days I just need to link up with him and find out which evening. I want to see if I can even get Feral, iBoost, one of them evenings too. But we're just going to take it one day at a time. And whoever is available, we just run it with them. I know this live is going to end anytime now, Roland. So you can, I know persons are asking for us to continue the live. But just in case, all right, I just get a 30-second countdown. So you can just do any shout outs. I think we'll come back.
Man, shout out to Linstead. That's where the shop is. I have your support fully. Shout out to the Street Syndicate team Elite.
All right.
Shout out to the family over here. Team Puffworks. You see, on that, I don't know, it's the worst thing Kenty could have come with, worse than the best thing he could have come with when he talk about put a team together, Because right now, if me, Damage and Puffy come together, or if me, Jans and Damage come together, a judgment on a Jamos, Going to be a hell of
Well,
a thing, but I don't know.
you'd have to choose because I think the team was a three-member team.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have a few more weeks to decide, who will be the members of your team.
Yeah, man.
You
Looking
know,
forward
see,
to that, you know?
yeah, man,
Looking forward.
definitely.
And Kenty doing a really good thing. Hats off, Kenty, again, with everything that you had to for keep the motorsport up and keep the whole drag racing fraternity alive, you know? Hats off to you.
Seeing. All right. So yeah, we're just wrapping up with your shoutouts.
Yeah, man. And also I want to see back some of the senior racers them for 2020. Now, I hope I see that. Chuku, Kerai, the Williams. We definitely want to see some of the senior mans them coming back. The Herbie. We want to see them come back with the sport. There's a lot of young guns out there in the sport, but we want to see the senior man them for come back in the old school persons, you know?
Definitely. And something I'd want to see one of these days. Kenty, we have quite a few females racing, right? I would have loved to see like a female, all-female, showdown.
Class.
You know what I mean?
Run
I would have
over and
loved
over and over.
Yeah, because I don't remember which meet it was, but there was a meet last year where I think we had as much as seven females participating. And I mean, seeing that people always saying that, boy, is a male-dominated sport. You understand? We need. As a matter of fact, I would have loved to go live with a female racer one of the nights as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have really love to see that. So we can take some suggestions and they say we'll build female. Wait a second, T, run that again. Yeah, man, build female vibes again. For real, man, for real. Mikey Spice, I see Mikey just tuning in. You don't know. Big up, Mikey. But yeah, Kim, yeah, as Crazy J said, Kim, where check it out, quite a few females out there. Diane Burton as well. Well, Diane, yeah, I'm not sure the last name, but yeah, quite a few females would I really love to see back in the thing. Bishi as well, but Makusi Kenty, if it's even if the last meet down in the year and thing, we have a little showdown. We have Leon as well. You don't know? All right, so Kenty say the wifey will be in the 11s. Well, all right, sir. All right.
I tell you,
but,
women have better reaction time on the light than men, Them actually see, if you look on the light, they don't know them see it before it go green. Them see agua. So them have better reaction than we.
Yo, man, tell her, so we have to just big up the female and even the ladies tuning in to the live as well. We have to just big them up and yeah, we just want to see the sport grow. You know what I mean?
We're definitely looking forward to 2020.
Yeah, despite the little hiccup that we're experiencing now, but we would really want to sit down in the year, things really pick up, and we start having fun again.
Because even with the track as is, we're still having fun, and that is every time I come to Jamaica and I race, that's one of my benchmark how much fun I have.
Yeah,
it's not about just. It's relaxed, you can drink some liquor, you can when we get over in Jamaica over here, so on the racetrack them, when I get over them thing, man. You understand? We prep our car and everything. We get over a lot in Jamaica. A lot.
Yeah.
So it's more fun. And when I invite friends from in the US to come to Jamaica to watch race in Jamaica, man, them enjoy themselves. Gambling, everything, them just enjoy themselves even more.
Yeah, true one. The vibe is always awesome. No matter what you're doing in Jamaica, you understand? The
Yeah.
people just only understand, say paradise with there, Some things are we're
Yo,
taking for granted.
when I'm over here and the man them a show me them racetrack, or both of them racetrack is, me just say, yo, me have a racetrack with them on the beach, zip line, water slide,
Straight.
horseback riding, zoo. Me start both on them with my racetrack have. So that me have to use to shut them up.
Yo, I tell you, hey, but as them saying, Roland, all good things must come to an end.
Yeah,
And
man.
I made a promise to myself that, we do 2 hours worth of live. We don't want
Yeah, man.
the thing get stale out.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
understand? Yeah. So for tomorrow we will have Toda. Toda will
Yeah, yeah.
be in the seat tomorrow. All motorman.
Ask him,
Um,
ask him about the fuel for me to hear.
ask about the fuel.
Yeah, man.
Well, I hope you try. I hope you try the live tomorrow where we can just get the first hand information. That's all. You know
Yeah,
what I
man.
mean?
Oh, I know about the fuel. Oh, I know about the secret sauce where underman them are run. This whole
Yeah,
secret
yeah.
sauce where all the underman them are run. All of the all motor under them. Well, I know about the secret sauce.
But I hear a little talk sometime ago say the man them has some map, a one map every man I use something like so. But I
I
don't
want.
want to call no rumor. Yeah, man. So I must say it's a good vibe, and while it is that way, we lock in, but I feel good for know so we can still hold a vibe, still talk about racing,
Yeah, man.
because right through the day, all you hear on the radio, all you see on the TV is Corona, COVID-19, COVID-19. So
Yeah. Mm.
it's good for know so we can find a little, we can use technology to our advantage.
Well, them say
You know what
Tana
I mean?
yard, so what better way we can race.
Yeah,
So, rum,
yeah,
that fuckery,
yeah.
excuse my language, and, can't
Indeed.
get no better than
Bill of
that.
vibe, Bill of vibe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But as we say, much respect again, Roland, for make the time out your busy schedule. Big up again to Doc, making the time out of busy schedule
Yeah.
to join the live. We had Kenty yesterday. So you know what the thing go. We'll do
Mm-hmm.
this for as long as we can without it being stale or we don't want to get boring. You know what I
True.
mean?
Do that.
Yeah. So we will continue to do this nightly live, to hear how racers are coping during this whole quarantine, you know?
Well,
Yeah, man.
it's interesting, say stress can't kill racers, or all age of a kill we. Because the amount of stress we racers go through, in preparing a race
Yeah,
car and getting a race car ready for the track and what we experience at the track in terms of race car.
yeah.
All age of a kilo, man, stress can't kill we.
True, man, because the amount of stress with them carrying you in. Oh, well, I can't stress, I go kill you at all. Trust me. Trust me, man. I'm going to ask you that question because it's a question I normally ask on the interviews. You ever feel like if you just done with the racing, like I'll just sell the car them and you ever feel
Never,
that way there?
never, 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 never.
Wow.
Mm-mm. Me are one of them where come like Mr. Eddie. Me are one of them where them go son like Mr. Eddie, It's like Mr. Eddie and when name the from the jerk center. When name
Yeah, it's a grand sir.
it's a
Eugene.
grandest thing. Yes, man, them have got son, man. All we know in
Yeah.
our 60s we still a race and 70s we still a race. So what? You hear me say?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah,
Well,
yo, me make sure me put it all on my wheels so the car can sell.